Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Lunch Table Podcast. In this episode, we are going to review White House Plumbers, Episode 4. All episodes now streaming on Max. In the last episode, we left off, the burglars got into the DNC and they got arrested. Howard pissed in a whiskey bottle. It was a lot of fun. But Akram, what'd you think of this episode?
My goodness, what a travesty. I did not believe what happened here. I'm sure you're going to go into more detail, and also Dorothy, I think she's in the forefront of this episode, and she's behaving a lot like Howard, so it's really interesting to see that. But yeah, this episode sure was a shocker for me, but let's get your thoughts.
Yeah, I like that Dorothy was kind of like the focus of this episode, and Lena Headey was amazing. I think she really, took this part seriously, and yeah, it was sad, but also true to life because it actually did happen. With spoilers ahead, guys, the wife of Howard Hunt died in an actual plane crash in 1972. It's still never proven if it was actually linked to any CIA or White House officials, if it was retaliation for, a lot of the leaks that happened with the Nixon reelection. But it is a little more than a coincidence, I would say. So, yeah, it was sad. And also it was like they were finally kind of bonding in a way. This episode was really sad because like Howard was trying to reconnect with his family. And even the son was like really bonding with his dad, but it's only because that they were destroying evidence. So it's kind of sad that, this is the only way that he has to reconnect, by bringing them into his mistakes. And I love the beginning of the episode because it was like Howard was like so panicked, and Gordon is like, he's like the Joker or something, or like he's so obnoxious. He's so like calm and nonchalant about like everything that's happening around him. Right. And then he's like shredding the money that they use to pay off the Cubans because it'll be linked back to them. It was just so funny just watching like everything he does. But yeah, what else other thoughts you had in this episode?
Oh yeah, just and also Kieran and Shipka, I think was good in this episode as well. Yeah, it was just a really sad thing that happened, and it just shows like this whole event backfired completely. It was a complete shit show, as we said in the last episode, and of course there's casualties as well. And so yeah, it is kind of alluded, who might have done that, or if it was done on purpose. So just like, I find it funny how I think Gordon is a good representation too of the government in a way. It's like he's very cold sometimes, and he's like, he's just doing his thing. It's kind of, for him, it's very organic, and it just, so like I feel like he's a great embodiment of that. So yeah.
Yeah, and Howard's kind of almost in a way kind of like a foil. Like he's still kind of is drinking the Kool-Aid of, this very pro-conservative or pro-patriot movement. But like I said in the last review, it's kind of ironic and hypocritical because what they're doing is very like, you'd expect something from like a dictatorship or a communist country, right? They're doing a lot of these, bugging, right, of DNC just to get somebody elected. So it's like almost like they're rigging, campaigns, and we see that now, especially with a lot of scandals and conspiracies with elections now. But I like this episode also because there was actually a lot of true to life details. Like there were some actual quotes that they said, like the guy who plays James McCord said that, Howard says that he has evidence that will blow the White House out of the water, and that's an actual quote from James McCord during the trial. And also, Dorothy, when she was calling the lawyers from the White House, she said that loyalty is a two-way street. That's also an actual quote. So I like that they actually incorporate bits of the history into the show, even if it's from a different person that says it. It's still kind of, homage in a way to the actual people and the actual like events that took place.
Sure, absolutely. Well, as we said all that, what would you rate this episode?
This episode was probably the best one of the series, in my opinion, because it felt very personal, and it went a little bit more than just a retelling of the story. And I like the little moments between the characters too. So probably I would give this episode 9 out of 10.
Cool. Yeah, me too. All right. Well, that is our review for White House Plumbers episode 4. now streaming on Max. Go check it out. Pretty great series thus far. Guys, if you made it to the end of this video, please remember to actually like this video and check out our other playlists. We're reviewing another show called The Idol, starring Lily Rose Depp, also streaming on Max. You could expect a weekly review for that. We have one more episode left for White House Plumbers, so beware, you're in for a scare. I don't know why I said that, but Dylan, why don't you take us away?
Yes, check it out. Also, guys, we have a lot of content we dropped this week alone. Check out our Flash reaction because it's coming out real soon, and we're going to do a spoiler review when it drops on the 16th. So be on the lookout for that. Leave a comment, a like. Guys, anything helps the channel. Let us know how we're doing. But thank you guys so much. And until then, thanks for having lunch with us.
See you guys.